Welcome along to highlights of West Indies against South Africa from Warner Park in St Kitts, Game 6 of this Tri-Series competition from the Caribbean. Marlon Samuel's explosive 92 against Australia on Monday night helped the West Indies to a 4-wicket victory, and they sat second in the table after 3 games. South Africa had only won 1 of their 3 games so far. A loss here would mean qualification for the final would become very difficult. Well, the toss was won by Jason Holder of the West Indies. He elected to bowl and then named an unchanged team. South Africa, a couple of changes for them. Chris Morris and Tambraze Shamsi came in for Kyle Abbott and Aaron Fangiso. South Africa to bat. Here's what happened.
Good shot from de Kock. He's clearly spotted the boundary rider, and he's gone a little bit behind square that time.
It had to be good gullies there, and deep point. He's out in the fence, and it just raced away. Bounced across this dry outfield. Whip, that's what it was. Good start.
Nice shot, and that's gone. Beautiful stuff from Hashim Amla. Really nicely played.
Yeah, this is the Amla we know. Right out of the middle of the bat. He sets himself down the crease, shuffles across. Just plays normal cricket shots early on.
Good shot, over extra cover. Just the one bouncer for. That's brilliant from Amla.
Another boundary, the third boundary. 2 full once again. Yeah, it's every batsman, isn't it, taking responsibility. And we saw the game they lost against Australia, guys getting out once they got in. De Villiers, Amla at the top with his 60.
That's superbly played. That really is superbly played. He's not going to miss out too often there, but the control from Amla was exquisite.
And the placement. And there's no one out deep on the offside for when Holder's bowling. See a short cover, Pollard there, but once you break that field, saw him, he stood up high on his toes there. Amla got over the bounce.
That's through. Only 2 allowed outside the circle in the first 10. And no one at fine leg.
Yeah, no one at fine leg. He's changed it and put out deep square leg. I don't mind the intent. You see where Amla gets right across.
Crack that one. That's a beauty. That's nicely played. That's gone very smartly indeed. So that's back to back. First 2 deliveries have travelled.
2 short deliveries and 2 beautiful shots. One was down to fine leg, rolled around the corner. That's crossed the seam again. He's trying to bowl there, Talla, and this in front of square. He starts looking at outside leg, big shuffle. Head position still, that's the key.
Now let's just ease that one through the covers for 4. Brilliant from Amla, absolutely brilliant.
Here it comes, the move. That's his 6th boundary. You all know what Talla was thinking. He's bowled too short. 2 boundaries, first 2 deliveries. I'm going to pitch it up around off stump and swing it away. The only thing it does, it swings to the boundary.
It's a good start here by Sunil.
He's been, you say it's a good start, but his first 2 balls, Hashim Amla missed those 2 opportunities to score through that offside, and Narayan is not full-time lucky.
Great, he just bowled a few dot balls and dropped it short, and man of Hashim Amla's ability, he's not really going to miss out the 3rd occasion, picking the gap beautifully, and that's trademark.
shot. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful to watch from Quinton de Kock. That was just a nudge.
Yeah, vintage Quinton de Kock, presenting full face of the bat, hitting it on the up. He's hit a few of these to the fielders today, but that was great placement. Just playing it nice and late, head over the ball, full face of the bat.
I tell you, there's Narayan. He's a different man. He's a different man in the field these days. Not sure why that is. Someone take credit.
This has been a good start by Hashim. His batting rhythm looks pretty good today. It's vintage Amla. And he needs a big innings, and he's one of the senior men in the team, and he really needs to step up. And that's 50 for Hashim. He's back on it. He's been sensational today. His 31st ODI 50 to go with 22 centuries. And he's really leading from the front. Exactly what the team requires. Oh, sumptuous. He's really hit his straps today as Hashim Amla. His placement has been exceptional, straight down the ground. Jason Holder, it's been so good, just over pitching, and Hashim Amla plays it beautifully for 4.
Oh, that's my fault, totally my fault. I gave him too much praise early up, Sunil Narayan.
When you see shots like these, it can really show you that it is a good surface to bat on. He's really just hit that on the rise. Classic Hashim Amla.
That's going to run away. Going with the sweep shot, which we've seen so many batsmen employ against Sunil Narayan.
As I say, when in doubt, sweep. Took this off his stumps. But once you make contact, you have nothing to worry about. That's going to be 4.
Always cracked that. Good shot. There is a sweeper, but he has got no chance. That's disappeared very quickly indeed.
And that's the strength of Quinton de Kock, being able to pick length early and just whacks it over mid-wicket in a dismissive fashion. Starting to hit his traps now.
Good shot. Square on the offside, just behind square. That's going to zip away for a boundary. De Kock on 49. Chops that away, threads the needle. I don't think it's going to go all the way, although the outfield's been quick ever since we arrived here in St Kitts. Brings up 50 runs in a one-dayer for Quinton de Kock. He'll be very happy with that after the starts he's got so far. Most amazing stat about Quinton de Kock is that's 50 number 6, but he's already got 10 hundreds. That's clever. Good stuff from de Kock. So maybe it's time now for him to just put the foot down a bit.
Yeah, that could be what that message was about, Hazy. Looking up the ante. Good improvisation from Quinton de Kock. Not a shot he's really well known for, but great execution.
And that should do it for Hashim Amla, ODI century number 23.
Well done, 23 one-day international hundreds.
Well, he's definitely started now to, he can't see it any bigger than that.
That was only a lazy 140 Ks. And he goes across. It's not a bad ball actually, because he almost saw Amla move early and he's gone wider. He still managed to get that down to fine leg.
That'll go for 4 as well. Thick outside edge.
We've watched the replay. I think he's almost tried to edge this. This is his wrist. See right at the end, and we'll try and get a closer look at that. The wrist, and he tries to flick. Here we go. Just watch this. Yeah, no, he gets the edge. It's more the wrist that sort of, you're thinking that he's almost opening the face, but that's a genuine edge.
This is in the air, and Narain is under it, and takes it. And a fine innings from Hashim Amla comes to an end.
Yes, another quality innings, number 23 in one-day cricket. And he was going. The over before, he thought, I am going to up the ante. And Narain takes a simple catch. Pollard still celebrating. There you have the Cock. What a partnership as well. Century number 5 versus the West Indies. It was a beautiful 110 in South Africa now, 182 for 1.
Knocked the off stump clean out of the ground. Success for Jerome Taylor.
Classic West Indian fast bowling, full and straight. That's where the Cock, high back left, to be thinking differently. That's extreme pace. The big wicket, a couple of wickets now, with the Cock departing for 71. South Africa 185 for 2.
And the batsman misses, and so does the keeper.
Well, that's disappointing. As a bowler, you get away, you got a free hit, you've stepped over the line, you bowl a full toss and then bang, straight through.
They're going to push for 2 here. Misfield, they'll get them easily.
That will help. Certainly will. And that's what he's come out there for, Chris Morris.
Yeah, that's what he's there for. Advances, picks a slower ball, beautiful shot. I still think I'd prefer to see AB de Villiers in at this stage and really come and dominate. The platform's been set. As captain, it'd be a good decision for him to come and just stamp his authority on the game.
Here. Tabraiz Shamsi, and that's going to be 4 more. So he's certainly doing his part to justify that promotion, is Morris.
Yeah, this is what he's sent out to do, really. To find the fence. And he's, to be fair, he's been doing it. You know, he's been doing the job he's sent out to do. He's found the fence on 3 occasions. Chris Morris has looked quite fluent since he's walked to the wicket.
And we'll get 4 again. So yes, while even the fans might have liked to see de Villiers himself. Certainly Morris has responded to the challenge. The fact that he's really raced along already, 25 of 13 balls, means he's doing his job.
He's doing his job beautifully at the moment, finding the fence, trying to get some impetus into the innings.
Could get at least 2 more, maybe 4. Bravo getting in the way. Good hit. Good flat 6. A real swat from Morris.
Yeah, this is good from Chris Morris. He's come out, he's shown some good intent, and he's whacked that over the fence for 6. That's been the key, really, is the intent that he's shown. He's looked to score, and he's got things going in his favour. It's been brilliant to watch, really.
Someone should take the catch, coming in and taking it. Jonathan Carter, the substitute fielder, ending the entertaining innings of Chris Morris and giving the West Indies another wicket.
Yeah, one too many. Big shots. Good bit of skill there from Carlos Brathwaite. Bowling a leg cutter, and Chris Morris deceived. And Jonathan Carter doing the work.
Wicket for Carlos Brathwaite, his first. Morris coming in at number 3, 40 of 26 balls, 245 for 3.
Good fielding. Well done, Pollard. To get down low and quick. That's the spot, mid-wicket. du Plessis finding the boundary.
The previous one, Kieron Pollard, as tall, as big as he is at mid-wicket, stopped it, and he gets it over Pollard this time.
It's through. Du Plessis found the gap. Always a danger. And bowling quick, and third man is up. He raced away.
He just got that outside the off stump, and with the field that he has set, he would have expected that to be inside the line of off stump at worst.
And it's through again. That's meant to go there. He is finding the boundary through that third man gap.
And what Brathwaite is trying to do is to protect with 2 men deep down the ground and 3 fielders deep on the leg side. So he's trying to guard against that leg side hit with the wind. And du Plessis knows that, so he's given himself some room and has squeezed it off the off stump for the second time in the over.
That was well bowled. Good running. Good quick running from de Villiers. Big edge, flies away. That's what happens on the boundary.
It's unfortunate, it's pace off the ball, it's a little cutter, and when your third man is up, you expect to see pace off the ball. Fortunately for Holder, the edge flies fine. But we're into this, and I'm talking about this pitch, in the modern 50-over game, more often than not you expect to see scores of 300, 320, 340, and this is certainly in keeping with the conditions.
Oh, it's big. That's a 6. 2 boundaries in a row now for du Plessis. There was the big edge through the slips, and then this one, the full toss. It's just going to get put away at the moment. this level of cricket. So far, 13 runs from the over. Straight and big. That's a 6. That brings up the 50 partnership. Of just 36 deliveries. And this is the de Villiers we know.
AB de Villiers has so many options for one delivery, more than anyone else in the game. And so you're under pressure.
Shot. That's another boundary. And to finish the over, big over. 15 runs from it, brings up to 300. South Africa 302 for 3. And that's 50, du Plessis.
That's 50.
22nd one day 50, just off 40 deliveries. Oh, thank you very much. AB de Villiers. That is incredible.
But this is hit into that wind that we talked about that comes off the scoreboard and the eastern side of the ground. Wind or no wind, that is gone. And this is what AB de Villiers can give you various times during the innings once he gets in. Well, the change of ball has worked. It's hit the splice of the bat. That can be the opposite reaction as well. It may be harder and bounce a little bit more, get onto the batsman a little quicker, and it does so for de Villiers.
Yeah, be happy with it. That new white ball now. Good wicket, de Villiers. He was looking so dangerous. Pollard, you see how pumped he is. I don't want to keep bowling to de Villiers in the end, but it's a good little knock by the captain. 27 for him. Now South Africa 309 for 4. Oh, that's big. That's over us at the Combot. Down the pavilion end. And that has brought a smile, and why wouldn't it? Right out of the middle. 6 sixes so far this innings. And that is big. Four more. That was tough. That was almost the right delivery, wasn't it? Such a fine line. I mentioned Best previously. Ball missed his length, so he's gone for the Yorker. Still got enough to race it away. Straight down the middle. And he'll finish off the over with a boundary. Du Plessis at his best. That's going to be big enough. JP Duminy into the action. Good shot, you walk straight in. He's only faced 3 deliveries. This might be the slow offie as well from Pollard. They'll get 2 to finish off. Misfield by Carter. And a very impressive batting today by the South Africans. And they finish with 343 for 4. South Africans set into bat. And we got the partnership at the top, Amla and de Kock. Amla 23 one-day hundreds, 110, de Kock 71. Morris was surprised but did well, 40 off 26. Du Plessis, we mentioned 73 off just 50. AB, a little cameo, and the same with Duminy.
West Indies bowlers had it very, very difficult today. Gerald Taylor continues to be profligate in this series, 1 for 7-2. Jason Holder didn't have as good a day as he's had in the previous games. Naran, wicketless for the 2nd game in a row. Went out on the 5 and over, which is good, but they would want him to get wickets. And Carlos Brathwaite, I thought, was good for 8 overs. His last 2 overs, they went for 27, I think. And 2 wickets for Kieron Pollard, who chips in with the ball, and he went at over 7. And the West Indies will need 344 at just under 7 over on average to win. Off target now, and well played by Johnson Charles.
The shot we've seen Johnson Charles play quite often. He'll just roll the wrists over it and use the pace of the bowler.
Oh, that's nice. Nicely steered away. That's a beautifully controlled shot. That's very classy. 9 without loss. This is wonderful touch play. That's what you have to describe it at. 2 boundaries for Johnson Charles.
He usually look to bludgeon the ball, but this is delicate. It's very smart batting. Finds the gap, uses the bowler's pace. And no ball, and it's gonna get hit for 4. And Johnson Charles making no mistake with that one.
Will be a free hit as well. And what they're going to try to do, these 2 West Indians, is to try to repeat that quick start they gave the West Indies in the last game. They actually gave the West Indies a really good foundation for the other guys to come in. Free hit. It'll be another no ball. The catch won't matter. And you will have to serve up another free hit, Wayne Parnell. Now that is a fineable offence in the modern white ball game. Does clear the left side, so he hits it wide of mid-on. Absolute gift in searching for that Yorker.
This is what the West Indies need. They need to get off to a good start in this power play, take maximum advantage, and any opportunities like that must be capitalized on.
Oh, he goes again, Andre Fletcher tugs it away cleanly. 16 off the over, 31 without loss. Can't give that width, you can't give that width. You have to bowl a tight off-stump line, but take nothing away from Charles. 3 times now he's gone square beautifully.
Yes, whatever bounce there is has gone out of this pitch. Able to just get on top of this. Johnson Charles with minimum effort. Good shot right out of the middle.
Clears mid-on, du Plessis. You hope he hasn't hurt himself, Paf. He's still down. Already seen Riley Russo lead the tour.
Well, this got hit pretty flat, but always out of reach for Faf du Plessis. Got all his momentum coming forward into that one, Johnson Charles.
Goes again, Fletcher. Pick the length and pick the bones out of that.
They're trying to make the most of this power play. And Andre Fletcher just keeping the momentum going. Brings up the 50 partnership with this solid blow through mid-wicket.
That's gone for 6. Top edge. Pace on the ball. And it works against Rabada this time.
Not onto Charles as quickly as he thought it would be. Got a good thick top edge on this. Made contact way out in front.
Once within reach, within range, he'll have a heave. And he connected well.
Yeah, and that's a challenge really. Johnson Charles picked the googly, hit to the short side with the wind. Wonderful shot. Trying to put the pressure on Imran Tahir, and there you see the ball coming back. Good swing of the arms.
Swinging towards deep mid wicket and taken low down. Behardine. Really good catch. Looked as it was dipping all the time. Judged it well coming in.
Yeah, went for the big heave. Dipping. Great catch by Farhan Behardine. South African team really pride themselves in good fielding, and that was some exceptional fielding.
Did he have the fingers clearly under the ball? Was there any impact with the turf? It doesn't appear to be. Seemed to be a pretty clean catch. Wicket for Imran Tahir. Fletcher gone for 21, 69 for 1.
I think Darren Bravo will enjoy batting on this surface a lot more than the ones he's had an opportunity on. And there we go. Great shot through the covers. Good flow of the bat. Brilliant, brilliant shot.
Yeah, what a way to start. Stand and deliver. Driving on the up. Always looks so good when a flowing left-hander plays that shot. Down the track, the shot is for a catch, and it's taken. Trap set by the spinner with the support of his captain. Du Plessis back on the field, takes the catch, a second wicket goes down. He's gone for 49.
Yeah, good delivery, tossed it up a little bit, another googly. Johnson Charles advances, and a good catch by Faf du Plessis. He's an excellent fielder, and that Shamsi, isn't he delighted? Look at him go.
One short of 50, Johnson Charles, West Indies 82 for 2.
Got him. Might have been a little bit of an inside edge. Parnell has got his revenge. Bravo going for the big shot down the ground, and the furniture rattles.
Wickets. The third wicket keeps tumbling. There's the big off spinner. Beautiful piece of bowling. We know he can bowl quick. But with that look, he's like, you know what? I can bowl quick and I can bowl smart. And that picks up the third wicket. Bravo's gone for 11. The West Indies now 90 for 3.
Oh, that's nicely played. That really is a very good shot. I guess it was there to be hit, and it was dispatched. But lovely control from Ramden.
And a touch slower too from Parnell. But even though it's there to hit, you still got to hit it. And he did that. Right out of the middle. There it is, just a bit of pace taken off it, and width as well. Always helps.
So that's ruined a bit of an over. He knows that too. Nicely played. KG not able to get over there for that one. That's run away for a boundary.
Yeah, smart batting. He used the spin and the pace of the leg spinner. So here just opens the face, and once it beats that inner circle, it's going to race away. Smart batting. Did that the other night against Australia as well. He controlled his innings. First need here, he's got to bat as long and deep into the innings as he can.
Yeah, he has to. This is going to be touch and go. Shamsi out there. Come back for the third. Good stuff from Shamsi, but again, good batting from Marlon Samuels. That's done a couple down the business end. And some extras to start the over.
Yeah, not a great delivery, but also the keeping. Got to grab these down the leg side. Yes. Not sure what's going on there. It's in the air. Corv, catch it. That's it, Morris into the side, and so is Shamsi. The combination, and the West Indies continue to keep losing wickets.
It was a stand that was just starting to threaten with a couple of experienced players. Dropped it a little bit too short. He'll feel disappointed. Ramden tried to get over the top of it, bit of extra bounce, and Morris got himself into a pretty good position in the end. And Shamsi is a wicket taker. Got a couple now, and he hasn't even finished 5 overs, so good impact from Shamsi as Ramden goes for 11, 121 for 4.
Straight strike. Best place to hit on the ground. Brings Marlon Samuel 6, and those fans a bit more smiles on their faces.
Got to the pitch of it, and that's a strong area for Samuels. He scores a lot down the ground in that V. He got close enough. Just close enough.
Got him this time. 100th wicket in one-day international cricket for Imran Tahir. Celebration for the match, celebration for his individual achievement. The 4th fastest to the landmark, and the fastest South African, beating Morne Morkel. How many times have we seen that celebration? Marlon Samuels, no heroics tonight from the Jamaican. He goes for 24, 128 for 5. That's superbly played. Tall man on the back foot, forcing it away square. Really pretty.
And this is what we know Jason Holder to be like with the bat, almost a touch player.
That's beautifully played. That's a good connection from Holder. Olga patrolling that boundary. That is a good hit. Just a bit of a jab really from Pollard. It wasn't a big hit. Strength in those arms, strength in the upper body, and right out of the middle of the bat.
Yeah, Shamsi just over pitching. Good swing of the bat, Kieran Pollard. There's only ever going to be one result there. The massive 6.
So they need to get another 111 runs to the West Indies to stop South Africa from getting that bonus point. I think he liked that. Tahir back in the lineup. 6, 2 for 20, 2 for 31 at the moment for him. That's pretty close. Up goes the finger. He knew straight away. Now Jason Holder's having a bit of a look down to Kieran Pollard to see if that should be sent upstairs for a look. And Kieran says no.
Yeah, Imran Tahir, what he does best, come into the attack and produce a bit of magic. A little bit of a slider there, going straight on. Looks pretty good to me. And there he goes, off on his customary celebration. Jason Holder out for 19, LBW Imran Tahir. West Indies 169 for 6.
Bowled him. The wrong and first up. He tends to do it all the time, does Imran Tahir. And he's picked up another stick.
Yeah, fabulous bowling, Imran Tahir. You could almost see it coming. First ball, Google gets, and that's not a great shot, it has to be said, from Carlos Brathwaite. And there, Imran Tahir on his way. Customary celebration, almost did himself a bit of harm.
He did. So short, sharp, and not so shiny for Brathwaite. 169 for 7. Hat-trick ball it is. It was the slider.
Beautifully bowled, Imran Tahir.
That's short. Cries of catcher. Should be out. Is out. 5 wickets now for Imran Tahir. Bihardine is the catcher. And Tahir has suddenly got himself into this game well and truly. Brilliant stuff from him. 5 for 32 his return.
Yeah, not the best delivery this evening, but he won't mind. Imran Tahir. Another 5-wicket haul for South Africa. He's been one of the premier slow bowlers in world cricket. And here he goes and does it again. Brilliant work.
Couldn't have picked him out better. He'll be very disappointed with that, Pollard. It wasn't the greatest of balls. He goes for 20, 170 for 8. That might run away for 4. It does. Just perhaps letting himself down a little bit now, Shamsi, after his brilliant bowling in the first 6 overs.
He attempted googly, bit of bounce, nicely played by Sunil Naran.
Might have been an edge there, off the glove, over the top of Hashim Amla. And running away to another boundary and another rope burn perhaps for Rabada.
Good commitment from KG. Beautiful delivery, a little bit of edge. Tough chance for Quinton de Kock. And Hashim Amla leaping into the air. Ball evades him and off to the fence for 4.
There's another one. He's got 6 now, Imran Tahir. No big celebration there, just a bit of a broad grin. 6 for 33. Shamsi, I should say. Pouching that one comfortably.
Yeah, must be the googly. An easy catch for Shamsi. Imran Tahir, 6 wicket. Suleiman Ben out for a duck. West Indies 182 for 9.
To Misfield. Well, that's not going to impress Imran Tahir too much. I guess he's going to be okay with the wickets column. End of the over. 187 for 9.
Well, he's having a swing, intent on enjoying himself while it lasts, and gets a boundary.
Yes, get him down that end before the spin continues from Tahir. Good shot, but it's going to be far too late with what's happened here. Shamsi into the attack. Tahir, 2 wrist spinners. It's just great to watch that sort of bowling and what happens and what the pressure puts batsmen under.
Well, he's continuing to show the shot making of a top order player. And Rabada must be telling himself, what's going on here? Why can't I get in the fun?
Yeah, that's a top order shot. The placement as well. It's good technique there.
He's latched onto that one. Into the wind. Something to smile about for the West Indies tonight.
Yeah, Taylor saying, I can play all the shots. That was a pretty ordinary delivery. Bhatia just too short and easily put away. There it is. That's it, Tahir. 7 wickets. Best ever one-day figures for South Africa. And the 9th best overall. 7 for 45. Unbelievable. Talk about one-day cricket and spin, and he has been fantastic.
What outstanding returns, and what delight for the South Africans and their supporters here and those looking on. Cricket delivery cleaned up. Jerome Taylor was looking for another big heave, and he goes to the very top of the list among South African bowlers. With all those outstanding fast bowlers on the list, he's moved ahead of them with 7 for 45. Never before has a South African bowler taken 7 wickets in an innings in a one-day international. And they win by a huge margin of 139 runs.
Bit of a sorry tale, the West Indies batting card. Andre Fletcher and Johnson Charles gave them a bit of a platform, and there were plenty of contributions, but just not enough as they fell away to the spin of Tahir and Shamsi. The spinners shared 9 wickets. No doubt the star of the show, though, Imran Tahir, the 9th best one-day international figures of all time, the best by a South African. Here's the summary of the match. South Africa posting 343 for 4. It looked enough. It certainly was. The West Indies bowled out for 204. South Africa winning by 139 runs. This is what it's done to the table. The bonus point win for South Africa takes them top. Aussies have also had a bonus point win. The West Indies' 2 victories were without a bonus point, so they find themselves in 3rd spot. After the game, we heard from the captains and the man of the match at the presentation.
Jace, how disappointing was that for you guys after playing so well against Australia a couple of nights ago?
Yeah, it's obviously disappointing. Obviously, we weren't good enough today. We were totally outplayed by South Africa. I didn't think we bowled well, especially in the first 10 overs. We were just, lackadaisical and just leaked too much runs in the first 10 overs. Credit must go to Hashim Amla. I thought he played really well. But having said that, I don't think we bowled the best of him.
AB, I guess if you'd sat down and written what you would have liked to have been the ideal script for today's game, you wouldn't have strayed too far from what happened.
Very true, Izzy. Yeah, like I said at the toss, I wanted to bowl first, but I wasn't too unhappy with us batting first because I knew we've got a lot of talent in that top order, a lot of guys due for big runs. Hashi, once again, phenomenal performance. But yes, Izzy, it went according to plan today. We played a really good game of cricket. Still areas to improve. I don't think we were 10 out of 10, but much better than what we've seen in the last 3 games.
Imran, what about that? 100 one-day international wickets for yourself. The fastest to 100 wickets in one day is for South Africa, and the 4th fastest overall. That's got to be something you're pretty pleased with.
Yeah, look, I'm really pleased. My wife rang me this morning, and she did remind me about it. If I get 2 wickets, then I'll probably be getting
You didn't know?
No, I didn't know. I have to be honest. So actually quite grateful that she reminded me about it. And look, I just tried my best. I think the boys put a great effort with the bat, and give us a chance. Shamsi bowled really well. Our seamers bowled well, and then I think that's where we were in the game most of the time.
The story of the Tri-Series has been that these teams beat each other. It was the case in Guyana, and it is the case now in St Kitts after South Africa have won this one by 139 runs. West Indies now take a little bit of a rest, much needed rest on the showing of today. Australia against South Africa, 5-6 on Sky Sports 2 on Sunday, and then on Tuesday the West Indies versus Australia, 5-6 on Sky Sports 1. Those games coming to you from Barbados. Today though, St Kitts belonged to Imran Tahir.